The show worked very well, and all of a sudden, your contract is up for renewal, and then somebody comes along and says, how about a show in Chicago? Why don't you do a show in Chicago? And you decided to leave, is that right?
I decided to leave. My contract really wasn't up at the time, but I started feeling like, I think everybody knows, I've moved my whole life on instinct, you know? I feel like now it's time to let the show go. I feel like it's time to move on because I've grown as much as I can grow. When I've grown as much as I can grow in a space, that's my instinct to move. So I started to feel like I needed to move someplace else. New York felt too crowded, too hard to get around. It was the #1 market. Everybody wanted to come here. As a matter of fact, I had an agent at the time, and I said to the agent, I just want to be a substitute for Joan London. Remember Joan London? I said, could you just get me, a job as the substitute for Joan London when she goes on vacation and maybe she wants to take a break? And that agent said to me, that's never going to happen because they've already got one black person. And I said, really? And he said, yes, Bryant Gumbel. I said, it's the wrong station.
Right.
It's on he's on another station. So maybe they would take one more over. But he said, no, that's not going to work out. So I let that agent go.
Okay.
And I ended up going to Chicago because I was on somebody else's audition tape, actually. One of my producers had gone there. She called me up and she said, Dennis Swanson just saw you on my tape. She had been hired as a producer. And he wants to know, would you be interested in doing a job here called AM Chicago? That's how that happened.